Good evening and welcome to Left, Right and Centre. I'm Nidhi Razdan. Tonight, in a week that's seen more bloodshed by the Maoists and plenty of politics on the issue, is Naxalism a bigger threat than terrorism? Also, as the BJP charts out its future, is the party really singing a different tune? Joining me on the show tonight from Delhi, Home Secretary Mr. G.K. Pillai, Congress spokesperson Manish Tiwari. From Indore, we're joined by BJP spokesperson Rajiv Pratap Rudy. From Kolkata, from the CPM, Mr. Mohammad Salim joins us tonight. Also from Kolkata, from the Trinamool Congress, the Minister of State for Health, Mr. Dinesh Trivedi. Here in the studio with us, Manani Chatterjee, the resident editor of The Telegraph, and Senior Supreme Court Advocate, Mr. Prashant Bhushan is also with us. Now, the Prime Minister has called it India's greatest internal security threat, but the Maoists have become more and more brazen with each attack. 24 policemen killed in broad daylight in West Bengal this week, which Maoist leader Kishanji has described as revenge for Operation Green Hunt. And then 11 villagers massacred in Bihar yesterday. The Home Minister says 20 states are affected by this problem, an area of 40,000 square kilometers. And here's another telling figure. In the last 3 years, between January 2007 and 2010 February, more than 1,500 people have died in Maoist-related violence, while more than 400 have died in terror attacks. Is Naxalism, therefore, a bigger threat than terrorism? That is our first question tonight. I'd like to start with the Home Secretary, Mr. Pillai, tonight. Sir, does the centre see this only as a law and order problem or as a much larger socio-economic issue?
Well, we always, if there is no law and order, then it's very difficult to do any development work, which is what, in one sense, the Maoists want. So, the plan of action that we have is basically to provide a certain security cover so that the civil administration, which is either weak or is not there in many places, is able to go back and provide the basic necessities for the people.
So do you believe that the centre, though, is hampered by the politics that's played with this issue? Mamata Banerjee, has taken a softer line on this. Nitish Kumar doesn't turn up for important meetings on the issue with the Home Minister. Shibu Soren has given in to demands made by Naxals for the release of villagers in order to release a block development officer. So does this actually hamper your efforts?
I think for a long time there was a lot of, if I may say, little confusion on what the policy should be to tackle this Naxalism or Maoist. It has now become very clear, at least for us in the Home Ministry, that the Maoist objective is basically armed overthrow of the parliamentary democracy. Now, if once you accept that as the basis, then your whole strategy changes in terms of making sure that there is a secure administration or a secure area whereby the development works can be carried out. Because the Maoists have shown that, they've, I think in the last year or so, 71 school buildings, 44 panchayat bhavans, I think 48 mobile towers, roads have been blown up, culverts have been blown up. They do not want any development, and they believe that if there is no development, that is good because it enables them to brainwash the illiterate and uneducated people.
So therefore then, does the attitude of political leaders like Shibu Soren, Nitish Kumar and Mamata Banerjee disappoint you?
No, I don't think it's a question of disappointment. I think it's a question of trying to work with all the state governments, because in one sense, police and law and order is a state subject.
Tuba.com